So this STL file is from SW Design Files, the Delta 7 Aetherspite, also known as Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighter. This file I 3D printed from Thingiverse was very easy to splice and cut up according to my print volume. The design quality is very nice, very detailed, and I thought it would work for the terrain piece I was thinking of doing. Here is part of the ship completed. I was going to be gluing it together in certain spots, trying to figure out how to place it on the terrain piece to see what would work best. Here is the entire ship now printed out. I have it in different sections here, as you can see. Now I was trying to think of doing two separate terrain pieces for the table. One terrain piece would just be the back of the ship, looked like it was crashed into the ground. And I put some cork around the ship like so. I also grabbed some extra Star Wars Legion clone heads, put them on some toothpicks and glued them on. I was going to be sticking this around the terrain. After gluing on both terrain pieces, the front and the back of the ship to this hard plastic sheets, I used more cork and more clone troopers and stuck those around the terrain. I was now ready for the next step. I then used some sand with glue and placed this on the cork and the ship parts to make it look more battered up in the ground. It was now time to prime the 3D printed miniature. After this step was complete, everything looked more formulaic. It was all looking like it came like this. I was really happy. I then moved on to painting that classic Clone Wars era Jedi Starfighter with a nice dark red on the wings. In addition to using a nice tan color for the ground and the debris, the rocks, I also used a white in the middle of the ship, in the back of the ship, and the Galactic Army of the Republic symbols on the ship as well. After a couple coats of paint on the ship, it was now time to start making the ship look battle damaged, and I will get to that in a moment. This is where I did a dry brush over the entire vehicle after making some more black marks, battle damage on the front and the back of the vehicle, as you can see here. This is in the first steps. I took the time to use needle nose pliers to create more battle damage on the 3D printed miniature on the front and the back, creating holes, crevices, making those black, creating more dry brushing, scuffing up the model as much as I could. I also took the time to paint the miniatures for the clone trooper heads, added some red fall leaves to the ground around the rocks to really tie it in, really trying to focus on those details of making it look like it's been crashed for some time. At this point, I was doing final touches, cleaning up any messes, actually putting some dry brush of tan on the vehicle, making it look like some dust has been there as well. In the next few shots is the finished miniature. I hope you enjoyed this small, quick tutorial, and I look forward to doing more in the future. Thanks!